What's up, everyone? Uh, I would say Smoshin here, but either way, Jimmy here. I am making a video of my horror movie collection. I thought about coming back to doing YouTube for December, and these are the best ideas I can think of for YouTube, besides exploring. No, the first movie here is Alien Convenient. I'm not a big fan of this movie, honestly. I'm not a big fan of one, but honestly, like, I watched it, and I cannot tell you anything about it. It's been that long. That's how long I have not watched it. But the next one is Deep Blue Sea. I enjoyed this movie. I didn't pay for that actual price. I paid for like £1 or 50p for this at the car boot. I liked this movie. I watched it with friends. Before we watched it, we enjoyed it. But I thought this was like another entry to Jaws, but it wasn't. But no, it is a good film in my opinion. I liked it. I like the scene when the shark bites the man's hand off. I like that. I don't know why. And the next one is the double one. Is actually Jaws. Jaws 1. In my point of view, here we have the other Jaws here, or the next other ones after the original. I think they should have left it with this one. And I mean, if they wanted to continue, they should have continued it. But this was the best. The best Jaws, one and only. I think this is a solo movie compared to the other three that comes out. Yeah, but I do like this. I do like the films, but I think they would have been better off by actually not making them other three more movies after the original. And the next one is, if I can just get it, stack up like this. Halloween. This is my best friend's favorite movie. Well, horror movie that I know of. I like this film. I watched it on my own last Halloween. Then I finally bought it at the car boot when I came across it. Love this film. It's great. But no, look at the back though. Michael Myers, man, he's out. He's chilling and killing. And the next one is Halloween 2. I have not much memory of this film, but I have watched it. It is a good film. From what I can tiny bit remember. I mean, at this point, the Halloween franchise is just everywhere. But I like the recent ones, but I don't have all the other old ones. Then we have Halloween 2018, which, funny enough, this was actually the first ever Halloween film I ever watched, and I loved it. This is what got me into it. My mate at the time, he loves Michael Myers a lot. When this film came out, he was going, "Oh, this is the movie of the year. I want to get it. I want to buy it and all that." I was like, "Yeah." I said to him, I could tell. He begged me to death to watch it, and then around Halloween like night, I was gonna watch Stephen King's It that will be shown soon. And my parents and sister told me, "No, watch this." So I was watching that on Halloween night. Then we got Halloween Kills. A good film. I think they just started go off on the storyline, in my opinion, with this one. Same thing with the next one as well. Halloween Ends. Like Michael Myers is like weak as anything, and there's a new guy that gets shit on, and yeah, Michael Myers dies. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, especially with the other one, Halloween Kills, where he actually beats up everyone, even the fireman and all other shit. So that Michael Myers just doesn't make sense throughout the after 2018. Then we've got Halloween Uncut, which I did enjoy this film. Some people don't, but I did. And the next one is Halloween H2O. I don't think there's anything I'd need to say. I don't know. I've got no hate to it. But yes. And then the next one is Blumhouse of Horror's 10 movie collection with The Purge, Ouija, The Boy Next Door, Unfriended, The Visit, Split, Get Out, Happy Death Day, and Truth or Dare or Math. In my opinion, with all these movies, I liked all of them. I'm just not a big fan of, what was it, Unfriended? I think that was it. But I liked all of them. I liked The Purge. The Purge is a good film. I like Ma. That was good. Split and Get Out. They're interesting movies, but Truth or Dare, I was in and out of it. I was like, don't know. But I did enjoy most of these films. I just never actually got around to finish watching Unfriended. That's all I can say. It was as boring as anything. But the Ouija movie, I actually watched that years ago. With my parents. Well, my stepmom and my sister. And that film terrified me as a kid. But no, I did like it. And the next one is my favorite horror films, Scream, and this is the box set with all three of the films. And I love it. That's my favorite film. Nothing else I have to say. Then we also got Scream 4. Uh, definitely, you could definitely tell that's an early 2000 movie compared to Scream 3, I would say. And then we got Scream 5, which I was hyped as anything for it, but I also was depressed about Dewey dying in this movie. But I was happy to see Sidney Prescott back as well, so I was hyped about it along with newer cast like Jenna Ortega and all other bits. Then this one, Scream 6. I watched it on my birthday with my friends. We loved this film, everything about it. We was upset that we didn't. Well, I was mainly upset because there's no like Sidney Prescott, but there was a lot of references, so I didn't care. But this was good. It was good seeing her come back. So I think she was in Scream 4. But yeah, no, I loved this movie. And I'm planning on rewatching it at some point. Well, all of them. Well, the Scream franchise. I like it more than Halloween, in my opinion. That's all I can say. So I'm just gonna move that there. The next pile is this. The next one is a very odd movie I decided to buy and I watched it. It's called The Ring. It is good. I think this was the film. I don't know. I think this is the film where you had the girl had 7 days to live. I think it is. I don't know, but this was a good film. I enjoyed it. When I watched it at the time, and I only watched it once, and that was it. And yeah, and well, I only watched. There's like a couple of films that I will mention that I've only watched once. That I cannot tell you anything that I can remember from it. But anyway, the next one that's next, they're not horror films, but they're comedy films. But I want to add, I just want to include them. Oh, and that is Scary Movie. I loved this one because it was also a pretty much Scream. But yeah, that's what I liked about it. It was like a comedy version of Scream. I liked it. Then we got Scary Movie 2, which honestly I don't know what that was based off. I forgot. But I mean, Scary Movie 3 actually. Did I say that? I don't know. Scary Movie 3. What was that one about? Oh yeah, it was some like aliens and type of shit. I don't know. It was just like everywhere. But this one is funny. Scary Movie 4. I don't. I think I know a little bit of the reference. I think that might have to do with it. I don't know, but I know that's some Saw. Good film. Yeah, I don't know much the other things what they're based off, but that is an alright film. And then we've got Scary Movie 5. Uh, I don't know what this was mainly based off, but it had Snoop Dogg in it, I guess. But yeah, there's nothing else I could say. I think there was one part actually I do know of a horror film, and it was like I don't know what the film's called, but I know the scene where the monster like the possessed girl sticks all over the priest. I think that was The Exorcist. I do not know, but anyway. Oh, the next one is the Chainsaw Massacre. What all these ones. I do not know. I don't think they're actually in order in this box set, but I watched it and I don't know why, but for the first time ever watching it, like all three of these, they made me feel sick to my stomach. Like, for the first time with any horror film, that actually made me sick. I don't know if it went back and watched it again. But no, and the next one is Paranormal Activity 1, 2. They're good films. Not that I can remember, but they were good films. I think the first one is. And the next one is Predator. I don't know if that should be included, but yeah. Then we got Predator 2. I wish Arnold was in the second one. I think he died in the first one actually. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a long time since I watched most of these films. And the next one is a franchise I didn't thought I would like, but I got into it in the end. Alien. I liked Alien. It was a good film. I love Alien. Now we've got Aliens, aka Alien 2. Then Alien 3, which I actually bought from the car boot. I think I bought most of these from the car boot, but I enjoyed Alien 3. Alien Resurrection. Yeah, it's just weird because it's a clone of the character. I don't know. The next one is Alien versus Predator. I enjoyed the first one, but the second one I do not remember for the life of me. But the first one is better in my opinion, from what I know of. And the next one is Seed of Chucky. I enjoyed this film. It's very creative of how they made that film, I guess. And then they also got Bride of Chucky. I don't know. It is very good, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I prefer it more than this one here, Cult of Chucky. Yeah. I don't really have the OG Chucky films. I just have. Well, I mean, they're technically OG, but they're not OG. But I don't have the main child play films. Besides the remake one here. This is the one I actually got into before any of them. But I love this film. Enjoyed it. Honestly. It is a great film. It definitely shows more of the retrospect of today's generation. That's what I liked about it. Compared to just trying to make it more based off the year it was like popular around. And the next one is Hellraiser. To anyone that knows about it, yeah, this film is definitely something. It's definitely something. I was told about what the movie was like, and I was like, no, it's not going to be that bad, and it turns out it was. Then we got The Abyss. At this point, now I watched it, I don't know if it is an actual horror film, but it looks it, I guess, so I'm going to add it to the horror movie collection. But yes, and now I'm going to get the other pile, be back in a minute. Okay, I am back. I just had to put them up there, obviously if you've seen the thumbnail. But here it is, the next one. I don't know if this is technically count as a horror film, but I think it is in some sort of way. Of a kids film and a horror film for both. The Gremlins, I enjoyed it. When I watched it, I have more memory of the second one. Like, I have not seen the second one. I don't own the second one, but I bought this from CEX. I took like the picture out, well, sticker out what they had, so it wasn't in the way. But it is. I don't know. I think it's a horror film in my point of view. That's what I think. The next one is Dawn of the Dead. Now this is a great film. I got the other one, like the comedy side of it, Shaun of the Dead, but I'm not gonna include it. Same thing with I Am Legend. I think I Am Legend should be here, but I ain't. But Dawn of the Dead is a great zombie film. I enjoyed it. That's all I can say. And this one, Creep. I got bored and I wanted to waste my last pound in the car boot and I bought this. But when I watched it, it wasn't that bad. Confusing at the minute. It's a confusing film. Then we've got Theresen. Theresen? I don't know. Ghost. It's a good film. Whoever ain't seen it, I do highly recommend it. That's all I can say. It's got the actor of Matthew Leonard. I don't know, but he plays Scooby Doo in the live action on Springtrap in the FNAF film, so he's in it. And then we've got Piranha 3D. I don't think this is really a horror film, but I just gonna say maybe it is some sort like down the line. And the next one is Banana Splits. I bought this. I got this way before I even had the FNAF movie, and I wanted to watch something before the FNAF. Before I had the FNAF movie delivered, so I actually ordered it off the same place, Amazon, where the FNAF film come from, and I got this before it. and I watched it, and it wasn't that bad. I wouldn't say it's the best of the best. I enjoyed it, but at the same time I didn't. And the next one is Slenderman. I was very hyped when they announced it, and when I watched it, it was nothing like what I thought. But would I watch it again? Yes, I would. But I wouldn't say it's the best of the best. We've got Dead Silence. I don't know. It's an oddie. It's an odd film. I would say it's an oddie, but it's from the creators of Saw, so it's decent. I would give it that. It's got great directors, well, creators, but yeah, it's like a load of like haunted ventriloquist dummies that's possessed by this granny thing. But yeah, and then here we have The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Absolutely bloody terrifying, that it says. I wouldn't say this is terrifying. I think the only part that got me was when they was trying to like, take the demon out of it. That I think that's the part that had me the most. But yeah, but there is an unseen version. I didn't watch that one because I know that's probably gonna be worse. So. And then we also got Insidious. Good film. Yeah, I like how this is. I don't know why, but I feel like that's Freddy Krueger right there. But I don't think it is Freddy Krueger that I can remember. But that is a good film. I don't know if this one technically counts as a horror film, but I wanted to include it. Is Godzilla. I think nowadays they don't really look like the term of horror movies, but to me that looks to be like a horror film. But here we are with The Conjuring. I like The Conjuring. It's a good film. It's got Annabelle. It's a good old dude. Damn. Imagine waking up to that. Then we also got The Conjuring 2. That I also cannot tell you anything else. Love the film. Well, I love the first one more. There goes my dog barking. Let me sort him out. Yeah, I went to sort him out, but the dog went to stop barking. It's an idiot. Okay, then we've got Annabelle Creation. I don't know if this is the first Annabelle film. I do not know. But I enjoyed this film when I got it. I don't know. When I watched it, I was very interested, and I started watching stuff on YouTube about the doll. I don't know why. Then we got the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, which I believe is dog shit. And I hate this is the version they added to Dead by Daylight as well. But yeah, I do not like that that version of him. And then we got a film that does terrify me, that lives shit out of me when I do watch it, is Sinister. Even my best friend who loves horror films, that likes the Halloween films up there, even he said this film is terrifying, and he loves horror. Honestly, like, you can sit with him and he'll tell you like a scary story or something like that, and you think that would be messed up or terrifying. But for him getting terrified over this, yeah, that's a different story then. For me, that is a different story. But this is also a good film, but terrifying. I think that got me more than anything else. And then the other ones is what my best friend got me into, if I can get them. And I got into them. I loved it. I watched the show on Netflix, still on there to this day. The Evil Dead trilogy. Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness. I enjoyed it. Definitely watch it again. I watched Ash vs. Evil Dead. I love that show. And I also got the remake of Evil Dead. Nothing. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. Then Evil Dead Rise. So pretty much a remake after a